everyone, welcome to Educative Newsroom, where we share educative news and encourage others to also share as well. Kindly subscribe so that the next time you see what we are doing. We are coming to look at how to determine or find your pension value, pension amounts at the time you are retiring now. We are going to find now the amount you'll be getting when you go on retirement. That's what it means. And you'll be surprised what you'll be finding out. So stay glued, watch to the end as we proceed. Now, GESOPS have been sending some statements to all of us. You will notice that if you were to go on pension this month, you will know that whatever information they are giving you is what you are going home with. So for you, you have no issue. They have already calculated everything for you. But when you are going on pension a year time, 2 years time, 5 years time, 10, 20, 25 years time, your situation will be a bit different because the message you get now, the amount you are getting now will be different when the time actually comes. So how do you know your pension lump sum when you are about to go on retirement? The statement GESOPS is sending out, this is somebody's own. The contribution is 15,582.98. The gains, that's the interest they have generated for the person, is 8,993 this. Then the total, that's when you add both the contribution and the interest gain. When you add them together, the person is getting 24,852. This is for 14 years. Or let me say, the person says 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this is 14 years time. So the person have contributed and gained a total of this 24,852. So let's see how much actually the person is getting per year. So we already have here 24,852 divided by 14. Divided by 14. So you will notice that the person is actually contributing and gaining as well, on average of 1,775. Remember, this is a mathematical work to determine the future, because some years must be less, because every year that comes, salary increases and the contribution increases. But what we are doing is to find an average. So over the 14 years, this is what is giving us per year, an average. So if this is what is giving you per year for 1 year, how many years is left for you? How many years is left for you to go on pension? If it is 2 years, you multiply this by 2 years. If it is 10 years, you multiply this by 10. If it's 5 years, you multiply this. So in the case of this person, it says you multiply by 22 years. Good. So this is, when you multiply this by 22, we are getting 39,053. So this is for the next 22 years to come. This is how much the person will be contributing and gaining, because it includes both the contribution and then the interest as well. So now let's add the previous 14 years onto it, which is the 24,852. So in all, the person will be going home with a lump sum of 63,905. This is what the person will be going home with. But don't get this wrong. This amount is the value, today's value. Remember that what we used to do, the average, is today's amount of money. So it's taken as this today's money. So when we finish the calculation, whatever we are arriving here to is today's money. So what it means is that this is today's value, the value of what you'll be going home with in the 22 years time. So what it means is that even though the years that will be coming, there will be increasing salaries and your pension contribution will increase and the interest may be increasing, but be informed that in terms of what that money can do, if it is 2 billion in the future, if it is 1 billion in the future, if it is 2 trillion in the future, this is what it can do today. Yes, this is what it can do today. So prepare a budget on this. 63,000, what can it do today? Can you build chamber hall? Can you build a 3-bedroom? What can you buy you a car? Whatever this money can do today, be informed that whatever bag of money they will give you in the future, the value of it today is this money. So my brothers and sisters, people will be making argument that they'll be increasing salaries or interest will be increasing. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it, because whatever interest you are getting, it is not actually an interest. It's just an amount of money to maintain today's value for you. What do I mean by this? If they are paying you interest of 22% on your GESOP money, ask yourself, what is the inflation rate today? Over 40%. Okay, let's say last year to this year is abnormal years. Let's come down to 10% single digit inflation. When the inflation comes down to 15%, 10%, the interest rate will equally go down to the 10, 9, 12, 11%. So whatever interest they've been given on the contribution, it is just to maintain the value so that the inflation doesn't devalue, it doesn't reduce it to a level that it cannot do what it's supposed to do today. Unfortunately, that interest that they have been granting, it is not enough. That interest they be granting is not enough to cover up for even inflation. Like I mentioned earlier, inflation is 40% and interest rate is 20% now. So still, it means that the years to come, the value may not even be this 63,000. The value may be less than this. It may go down to 40,000 in today's terms. This 63,000 may go down to 40,000 thereabouts, because inflation is always more than the interest rates that they are giving on the money. So whatever bag of money Ghana must go, if they put the money in the Ghana must go and give you cry, what it can do is at that time to come is equivalent to today's 63,000 or even less. If you talk about salary increments, ask yourself, what percentage do they increase salary to be more than inflation? So still, inflation takes care of salary increments and then the rest. I remember the calculation that we did. It is an average. I mentioned earlier also that some years the amount of money, whilst maybe you are a junior teacher, you are increasing in rank, the increasing. So whatever we found there is an average. So the same way, even though the salary will be increasing, the value of it, this is what it's going to end up to be, because inflation is going to nullify everything. Yes, it's the equalizer. So assuming what it means that if they are to say in the abnormal world, let's say, okay, there is nothing like inflation, then it means there's nothing like interest rate. They don't give interest. So no interest, no inflation. But the moment there's inflation, there's interest. So they balance out. So what they are doing is that they are only trying to maintain this value for you. So do this calculation yourself and find out. Remember, this is what we did. We took our total fund value, 24,852. Over how many years? Not how many years will be in the service, so how many years did you contribute? Maybe you went on steady leave, you break service, yes. So you just take the period that you actually contributed. So in this case, it's 14 years. So divide by 14. Not necessarily GES contribution, because if you work elsewhere before, like this person working somewhere before, they move all your funds from that place to GESOP, GES for you. So you have to add all those years as well. So your total needs contribution, pension contribution, 14 years. So when you divide, this is what you get per year. So it means this is what you'll be getting a year. So now, you multiply this by how many years is left for you? You left with 22 for the person. That is it. So the next 22 years, this is what the person will get. Then we add the previous 14 years to it, which is 24,852. It gives us a total of this. Do the same thing and see whichever amount of money you get, know that that is what your future pension can buy. I repeat, if they give you a Ghana must go bag of money in the future, that money, this is what it can buy, or even less. So if you do your calculation and you imagine whatever I want to do with the money and you cannot do that, know that when the time comes, that's what to play out. Kindly share, subscribe, like, and join us as well. Thank you.